July 21st, Ghost Stories. The Smiling Man. Part 1. One warm evening, a young man went for a walk around sunset. While walking next to a park, he spotted another man standing very still on the hill, looking straight up into the sky and smiling with his head bent at an almost unnatural angle. Concerned that the smiling man might need help, the young man slowly approached. Suddenly, the smiling man began to dance. He continued to stare upward, but his feet moved ever so gracefully into a waltz. Slowly, the young man realized that the dance was bringing the smiling man closer to him. A little unnerved, he decided to call it quits and head home before it got dark. He crossed the street, then saw movement in the corner of his eye. The smiling man had danced out of the park and was now standing directly across the street. As the young man walked, the smiling man began to waltz again, keeping parallel to the young man before turning directly toward him and crossing the street in his direction. The young man picked up speed. For a few blocks, the young man tried to ignore the sinking feeling in his stomach. But sensing that he was being followed, he turned and again saw the smiling man was a block away. Still waltzing in his direction, his face upturned to the sky. Just as the young man was about to say something, the smiling man looked directly at him, his stone-cold eyes, his grin toothy and sinister. The young man jumped when the smiling man broke into a sprint and headed directly for him. He screamed and tore off in the opposite direction. He ran all the way home without looking back. He reached his front door. He turned and scanned the bushes and other yards, but the smiling man was nowhere to be seen. He went inside, locked all the doors and windows, didn't sleep for a wink that night, not knowing whether he had just witnessed a paranormal entity. And after all, who would care for a dance?